love the auto. Okay, it definitely looks a little bit more bobbly with these 7-inch props. Yeah, little micro oscillations. Blub, 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 blub. GPS is still holding nice, but yeah, there's little wobbles. And that's in GPS hold, so let's turn mode 2. So we've still got GPS. Does it smooth out when we're flying at all? Yours faster. And less controlled. Okay. Let's try manual. Doesn't really feel any faster, but makes more noise. Fit these props if you want more noise. Okay, it does feel like it's got a little bit more instant pop, but I'm not sure about top end. I'm really not. Certainly doesn't fly any better. What I don't know yet is whether a gentle hover would be more efficient with a longer prop. If it's just ticking along gently. Obviously it's not a full pelt, but yeah, it has. It's definitely got more pop. The yaw looks like it's having a little wobble slightly earlier than it would. It has to hit about 80 kilometers an hour, that is, before the yaw wobbles with the stock props. It looks like this is happening. No. always feels like a really long flight compared to most things I fly. Okay, definitely got your wobbles then, just punching out a little bit after a hard turn, a hard run. So it's not going to be any better for FPV, not with those little wobbles. Seems less of an issue when actually coasting, but in a hover you can see them. So yeah, Hubsan H501S props on a Hornet S. I'd say I probably wouldn't bother. And even though they were the opposite rotation props for the direction, they still work and fit on here with the opposite rotation threads, which I was a little surprised about. I thought they'd be opposite screw thread. So that means Hubsan are just using normal motors, but they've just put them in the opposite places. Rob Trainboy, I think is his name. I always forget his proper name. I've been subbed to him for a while. He did a little video recently on how and why your quad can fly better with props going the opposite way. So each rotation of your prop is switched, only for fast forward flight. But it's an interesting little video. I'll put that in the description. It was interesting that more racers don't do it, even if it's for that 1 or 2% extra control or fluidity or easier to tune. Maybe that's the next big thing. I did hear there's an update for clean flight now that allows you, maybe beta flight, allows you to do that in software. So you don't have to do quite what Rob tells you to do in the video. You can just click a few options now. I want to try momentum flip, but I'll probably disarm it in flight or something. And this frame does not like to be chucked on the ground. That funkiness there was GPS lock. Clicked in while I was flying quite fast with these props as well. It looked like it wanted to climb a little bit, so if you are going to use these props and do a GPS hold, yeah, if you're going to use these props and do a GPS hold, I recommend slowing down first. Don't do it in a hard corner or flight. Slow down to an almost a stop, or at least a smooth glide, and then click it in. As you can see, they're a bit of a tight fit, but just clear there. At the back, they were actually touching the little button that pops up there. So I've put some little spacers in, little prop spacers. Normally go inside the prop, they just sit it up. And now it looks about 3-4 mil, if that, just enough to clear the quad. Didn't hear them catching it in flight. There is a couple of little marks that shows me they were catching it. Much bigger spaces than that, and you're not going to be able to screw the prop on. I tried 2 and I couldn't get enough grip on the prop, and I think, to be honest, they'd still catch when you were doing hard corners, because that's what noise hard corners make.